Hey there, how's it going? My name's Luckouts. Welcome to this video of the game Enspell. Today we're going to be checking out this awesome roguelike deck builder. However, it's just a demo right now, but it's got a recent update. And I would like to check out this update, so let's go ahead and jump in. Anyways, this is our map here and we can make choices on where we want to go. However, our first choice isn't really a choice. It's something we have to do, and it's a battle. So let's go ahead and start the first battle here. I'm going to just run through the tutorial very quickly. We got 4 types of cards, all colored differently, and they are identified by the colors of them. Attacks are red, defense is blue, spells are green, curses are purple. Next up we got card mechanics. Essentially cards with gold borders. They have a condition that needs to be met. Once it's met, they have an additional effect. Next up, one of the core mechanics of the game is we get 2 replaces every turn, and we can replace a card in our hand by spending these. Next up, we have our deck icon, which we can click on to check what's in our deck. And our cards have keywords. Destruction. This keyword is the card will be straight after use. We got exclusion. Once the card is used, cannot be used again in battle. Ghost. The card is removed after battle. Instant. The card is played instantly once it's drawn. Lock. The card cannot be replaced, so we have to play it that turn. And finally, exile. Once the card is replaced, it cannot be used again in battle. Then we have the core mechanics of battle explained once we get out of the tutorial. Armor is our main defensive layer, self-explanatory. For 3 armor and our opponent attacks for 4 damage, we block the 3 damage and take 1 damage into our HP. Then we have our character can gain other stats in HP and armor. Power is essentially if we have +1 power and say this card we deal 4 damage, having that +1 power we'll end up dealing 5 damage. Patience is the exact same except it's for defense. Vitality is similar. If you have +1 vitality and you heal for 1 HP, you heal for 2 HP. Dodge is we avoid our opponent's next attack, but it then is consumed. So we can only dodge 1 attack if we have 1 dodge. Critical hit is the kind of similar except for attacks. Once our next attack hits, it's more powerful but then is consumed. Finally we got slot skills, which I'll explain once we're in the battle. So next up, the core mechanics of the battle. We draw our cards, the opponent draws their cards. We can replace our cards. Once we're happy, we click battle start. We will play all our cards from left to right. Then our opponent goes. So let's check our opponent here. They got a dodge, they got 20 HP, and they got the passive fire spark. Every time the opponent activates a burn, charge the slot gauge by 1. And the slot gauge here is the gauge is charged with attack cards. Once it's filled, they will add a fireball card to their deck. They're going to be dealing 8 damage to us and adding 2 burn cards, as well as gaining 2 armor. So we need to block as much damage as can while also dealing damage. We want to reroll this. I know this said 6 damage, but we're going to keep this. If that card is misleading, it needs to be in the leftmost before any other attack. We wanted to get rid of their dodge as well as block most of the damage. They've added a lot of cards to our deck, so wouldn't be surprised if we drew some of them here. They're going to be dealing 4 damage. They're going to be dealing 10 damage to us. Right now I'm going to re-roll our defense. And we're re-rolling our defense here. Basically we lost only 1 damage while also gaining armor here. Not a fierce amount of armor, but some all the same. We will end up taking some beefy damage here. We drew a burn, which it feels bad. They're going to be dealing 4 damage and gaining a dodge. Is there a way we can deal enough damage? In our deck currently, no. 4, 4 and 3. If we drew this first, it would be 6. So that is 11. No. We're going to block for 3. I'm actually going to re-roll this. We're going to keep the 8 damage. I know we're taking a bit more damage here, but it'll make it a lot easier, especially when we're getting dodged to finish him off next turn. Also, just realized now, I also forgot to explain our character's relic. Our character's relic is called Rusty Heart. Oh, sorry, I'll explain it once we draw our character. We're taking a lot of damage with all the burns. Taking too much damage. So our relic is Rusty Heart. When our replace counter goes down to 0, we can spend 2 HP to replace our cards if we need to. Let's reroll here. This is perfect. 3 attacks. We surely will finish him, and then we don't have to worry about their attack, because we'll finish it off before they can attack us. Pretty awesome. Nice, we got offered a reward of 3 cards here. We got Recon, gained 5 armor. Add a replan card to our deck. We got Ice Fry's card, deal 8 damage, but add the card to your opponent's deck. Once they play it, adds to our deck. Then we got Scar, deal 6 damage, add bleeding cards to your opponent's deck. I'm going to take Scar, I want to be adding cards to our opponent's deck. Sounds pretty awesome. What's the upgrade of it? We had 2 bleeding cards. So we got options of random event versus 2 forges. I'm going to take a forge here. And I really want to upgrade this Scar card. Want to be adding as much cards to our opponent's deck as we can. We should go to this reward here. This could be 3 cards or relic. But we got offered 3 cards here. We got Hard Shell, gain 3 armor. If the armor is already, gain 6 armor instead. Or we got Finish Attack, deal 5 damage but consume all of our replays counts. Increase damage by 2 for each count. We got Shield Parry. We add a bleeding card to our deck. I don't think we take anything here. I think we save everything here. Let's go ahead and check out this random event here. Ancient Book Archive. It is the warehouse of ancient books with abundant knowledge. We could read the ancient book. We could select one card and add a chosen card to our deck. Or obtain a relic for a cursed card. Kind of wanted to pick a card here. And let's check them out. Rush Cut. Deal 4 damage if power is by 1. Increase the number of attacks by 1. Blood Strike. Deal 6 damage, activate Bloodstone. Ice Rise, we've already seen. Finish Attack, we've already seen. Rupture. Deal 6 damage, increase the damage by 1 for each bleeding card in the opponent's deck. This seems insane, which I'm pretty sure I'm leaning towards this one. Shield Slam is deal damage equal to current armor. Swift Cut, deal 5 damage. If it's shown up as a replacement, deal extra damage. Shield Parry, we've seen. Gain 1 power. Or destroy 2 bleeding cards in my deck to add Bloodstones. I'm going to take a Rupture here. Of all those options, this is the nuts in my opinion. Actually, I want to check. Increase by 2 damage for each bleeding card. I'm going to go to the Forge. And we're going to upgrade that card immediately. We're going to try create a bleeding build. We can also move in this sort of direction. We don't have to continue on this path just because we went up. This game is pretty nice that it's not exactly linear. Let's check here. Gain 5 armor, add an arm scrap to our deck. This one is pretty awesome in my opinion. We got Trust, deal 6 damage, add a bleeding card for each defensive card held by our opponents. Yeah, we should take this one. Backup plan, gain 1 armor if the opponent holds an attack. Gain additional armor by 5. We're going to take Trust. It's not as good as, say, Scar because it is conditional. The opponent has to hold a defensive card. We got a campfire here. We got a campfire up top. Campfires we can heal, but we're going to search for a relic here. If HP is less than half, gain a vitality. Not great for us. Kind of does nothing for us. It's kind of nice now. We can see what enemies we're going to face. Nice quality of life feature. We got the Green Goblin here. So now he's got 24 HP. He's going to be dealing 3 damage, but adding bleeding card. 7 damage in total. So I'm going to re-roll our attack here. We don't really have great defenses. But we're going to keep it anyway. We're going to block at least 3 damage here. We did a lot of damage to him so far. Hopefully now we can finish him off. Within our next turn, we drew the bleeding immediately. Hopefully they draw their bleeding. No, they did not. 8 damage, 2 armor. Let's just save it this for now. We're taking some chip damage, but next turn, it's just going to be finishing them off. Actually, we're taking a lot of damage here. They got 2+ power. That was my mistake. Didn't really focus too much on their slot gauge. Let's just go ahead and make this fight over. We don't need to reroll here or do anything else. This fight is over right now. Let's check our card rewards here. Fury Attack. Don't think we want this. Battle Boomerang we could take. However, I do not want to increase the cards in our deck. Let's check out the random event here. Slime Room. The room was covered by nasty slime goo. Receive 2 frail cards or lose 5 HP. Let's just take the 5 HP. Take that chip damage. And let's face an elite. We could take the normal fight, but I think we have the potential to take on elite here. They got the passive Keen Hearing every time the opponent replaces a card. Charge the slot gauge by 1. They're going to deal 12 damage to us. Let's go ahead and reroll. We want to be adding as much bleed cards as we can. Let's keep it. We're going to be taking 9 damage here. They're going to be taking extra damage here because of Rupture. And we just need a way to heal up. Going to reroll our attacks. Perfect. Literally the perfect card we could have drawn. Yeah, this is scaling up to be incredible damage here. I really hope they don't draw an attack card next turn. Their slot gauge is essentially just gaining 2 power. However, I think we have enough to kill him right now. 4, 18. Yeah, we do. Insane damage. Rupture is extremely powerful. We just need more ways to add bleedings to our opponent's deck. Let's check our relics as well as our card checks here. We got Beasting. When using the scroll during battle, add 3 poison cards to your opponent's deck. Or we got Bloody Dice. If my HP is half or less, gain 1 replace count for each turn. Gonna take Bloody Dice. Seems a lot better than Beasting because we don't have any scrolls. Bloody Revenge, deal 5 damage, increase the damage by 3 for each curse card activated by me last turn. Not great. Overcoming, same except for defense. And Shield Parry, add a bleeding card to my deck. They're going to take any of these options. Just going to keep going. Let's go to the rewards here. Hopefully, no, we got card chases here. Mana Steel, if the opponent has an attack card, gain a patience. Gain a critical. Or if I give more damage than 8, the opponent loses patience. Not going to take anything. I want to keep our deck literally as small as possible. Random event. Snake Statue. Statue of Snake filled with Vitality. Receive 3 +1 cards. Yeah, I will take this. It's just nice little 6 HP heal. It is 6 HP, isn't it? Yeah, 2. 2, 2, and 2. Next up, we have a lot of gold, so I will go to the shop. See what relics we can buy here, as well as cards. We didn't get enough for this, however. When replacing a card, the replace card is not consumed sometimes. That seems insanely powerful. We got Underwear. If HP is less than half, gain a patience. Rice Balls, so it's just plain Jane, max HP. Swift Cut, Swipe. Fighting Spirit, Sword Drawing. Kinda awesome. Solid Defense. Let's go ahead and remove a card. Let's remove a Cut for now. I need these. I literally don't think we take it, because we want to go towards this shop here to remove a card. I'm going to heal our HP here, just because I want to play it a bit more safe and get through this elite fight. And nice, we're going to be healing up some HP here. Let's see, they're going to be dealing 5 damage to us, add a bleeding card, as well as gain a power for each attack held by us. Rupture, not the best card, so I'm going to reroll it here. Our opponent doesn't have a defense card, so Trust is basically just 6 damage here. Not fantastic, but some decent damage. Be interesting to see if Rupture would work with our cards too. 12 damage. Preemptive, gonna re-roll it here. Not fantastic, but we healed it up instantly. Scar, we want Trust. We kind of want. Well, we're gonna keep this. It's not much defense. We need to be getting rid of it for better defense cards. But at least there's some defense. To Rupture on our leftmost card. Would preferably like to have it on our rightmost card. Order is very needed in this sort of build, because we do extra damage by adding these 2 bleeding cards. First of all, before I forgot to check out our league here. They have the passive, if I attack with critical hits, heal the HP equal to damage dealt. And they got the gauge when attack and defense cards are played, gain 1 critical hit. So what should we do here? They're going to be dealing 6 damage to us. It's going to be crit, so it's going to be 9 damage. We definitely need to reroll that card, and we're going to reroll this card. Nice. The perfect card to draw. We're going to take the 9 damage here. Well, it's actually 6 damage. We're going to add all these bleed cards to our opponent's deck. They should have a lot. Yeah, we ended up taking 6 damage. It is what it is, but once we draw a Rupture now, we should... Well, we'll be destroying him. However, if they just keep drawing all our bleed cards here, I'm pretty fine with it too. It's extra damage to their HP. For 10 damage. 3 damage. This should be enough to win the fight. This bloody dice has come in quite handy actually. And we beat the elite. However, we did take quite a bit of damage in this fight. Nice, let's check our rewards here. We got a relic as well as some cards. On the start of a 4th turn, gain 1 power. The power lasts until the end of the next turn. Or leaflet, increase the shop's discount probability. We got a lot of gold, so we'll take this one. Shield stacking. Don't think we want this one. Heal for 4 HP. The amount of heal is increased by 1 for each curse card. But we can only play it once per while. Gain 4 armor, activate 2 bloodstones. I'm not taking anything. We want to go to this completely random event. And some lore. Little thieving goblins. While off guard, the little thieving goblins stole my gold pocket and ran away. Lose 1 random card or lose 15 gold. We're going to take the 15 gold here. I do not want the chance to lose Scar or Rupture. Let's check the shop here. Let's check the relics first. If 5 cards are destroyed, gain 1 power during that turn. Or during the battle. Sorry. Bear Letter. Increase the amount of HP healed during camping. Kind of awesome, but not fantastic. Plain Jane Rice Balls, we already seen. We got Swift Cut, we got Trust again. Strike of Revenge. Not great. Finish attack, not great for us. Decapitation, also not great. Spike Shield is pretty awesome here. Actually going to remove one of their defense as well as add that Spike Shield in. Because now we're starting to add bleed cards to our opponent as well. I don't think we even bother with this fight. I think we go to the campsite and heal up here. Let's go ahead and jump into the final boss of this floor. Let's check them out here. They're going to deal 10 damage and add a frail to our deck. They got the slot gauge where once it's filled, they're going to add a crystal gem to her or to their deck. They got a critical hit and their passive is every time the opponent activates falling stone cards, they charge the slot by 1. They got 25. They got quite a lot of armor here. We need to burst them down faster than they can burst us down. Which is quite a feat, to be quite honest. Because we did take a lot of damage here because of that crit. Also, not nice to be drawn frail. They drew armor, so... This is perfect. Literally couldn't have drew better cards. Yeah, we did quite a bit of damage here. And a lot of bleed cards to their deck. Falling Rocks, we do not really want to draw. Going to literally try draw him here. Reroll. Perfect. This is insane. Our Rupture should be doing massive damage now. Yeah, 22 damage. Did almost a third of their life, to be quite honest. They're going to be dealing 10 damage to us. And this is pretty much over. If we draw... Yeah, this is essentially 6 damage and 26 damage. Which is 32. This should be enough. We don't even need to reroll our defense here. And just like that, we managed to beat the final boss. Pretty awesome deck right now. Like having a small deck, and bleeds is quite insane. Let's check our relics here. We got the Necklace of the Devil. The replace count is decreased by 1. At the start of a turn, gain 2 power. Kind of awesome. Or we got Resurrection Potion. If I take damage leading to dead, revive to a state of 30 HP, single use. I'm going to take the Necklace. Let's check our cards here. Mind Reading, gain 4 armor. If the defense card is not used on this turn, gain 1 critical. Cleanse or head attack. I'm going to take Mind Reading. Getting that crit could potentially be insane for us. Next up in the demo, we get to see the next stage, which is pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and jump into the fight on this floor. So we lose 1 replace. Not great, but get a lot of damage for it. Let's check our opponent here. They have the passive every time the opponent replaces a card, deal 1 damage. They got dodge. We also healed to full, which is pretty awesome as well. They got 45 HP, they got a dodge. They're going to add a confusion card to our deck, as well as deal 6 damage to us. So far we should... This is actually showing crit damage as well. No, it's not actually. We're going to be dealing 9 damage to them, but they will dodge. Let's go ahead and just go on, because I do not want to take damage here. Oh, we actually didn't gain as much armor as I thought we were going to gain, so we actually did take damage. Trust, pretty awesome. We're going to be adding bleeds. Their slot gauge is add a random curse card to our deck, which is not great. 6 damage. We can't replace this, so I will reroll this one. We'll keep it at this. I should block up everything here. Yeah, and bleeds to their deck. They just added bleeding to our deck. Not too bad, actually. Hopefully they draw a defense card here. They didn't, so trust is not that great. Added confusion. All other cards are replaced except for this card. Not fantastic. I want to be adding bleeds as much as I can. So when we draw a rupture, we can pretty much one-shot this guy. That extra power, 2 power, is giving us a lot of damage here. We're taking some chip damage. All these cards are replaced. Oh, yeah, ended up taking damage from it. Their gauge is full. Again, so they will add another random card to our deck. We end up taking a lot of damage here. I actually wanted those cards. 14 damage. I know this is not fantastic for us, but we can't reroll here. I do not want to be taking more HP or more damage from this guy. If we drew 1 more attack, we would have finished it, but we also got the crit from it, so no, we wouldn't have. Hopefully don't draw another confusion, and we did. Pretty terrible first. They drew, yeah. Wonder will they die to bleeding here? Be pretty funny. Let's just go ahead and finish this fight. We don't need to reroll anything here. Nice. We bet our opponents. We've seen the first fight on this floor. Let's check our card options here. Add 2 bleeding cards to our deck. None of these we want. And that's it. We only got to see the taste of the next floor. But looks pretty awesome. Very, very promising roguelike deck builder. I enjoyed it a lot. And I really hope you enjoyed it a lot. Thanks for watching. And I hope you keep a lookout for the next one. See you next time.